Hello. In this video, I will talk and demonstrate the importance of using headings and styles to make your documents accessible and operable. Headings and styles give meaning to your content and allow assistive technology to understand the structure, the order of your content. And this will help users, especially those who use screen readers or text to speech software, navigate a document, understand where they are, how the content is structured, and go exactly where they need to go if they're looking for specific information. This is essential for learners who use assistive technology, but it is also very helpful for all users because it gives clarity and consistency and order to your content. So let's take a look. Here we have two documents, one on the left hand side and one on the right hand side, and both documents look pretty similar. They have the same font style, the same sizes for different titles and headings and subheadings, and it's organized pretty similarly. Like, so visually they look the same. However, one uses headings and styles and the other doesn't use it. Headings give your content meaning and allow the assistive technology to understand the way content is structured and organized. So let's start with the water cycle. So water cycle is my heading one. So that means the main topic and the main title of my document. In each document, you should only have one heading one, and that's your main idea or your main topic. Then we have stages of the water cycle, which is inside. It's a subpart of my document, right? So that is a heading two. And then inside my heading two, I have evaporation as a heading three, condensation as a heading three, precipitation as a heading three. So three stages of the water cycle. They're inside the heading two. And then I also have some heading four. So under evaporation, I have factors that affect evaporation. That's heading four. Under condensation, I have formation of clouds. And then under precipitation, I have types of precipitation. And then we have another heading two, which is another subpart, which is titled Why the Water Cycle Matters. And then two heading threes under that, Impact on Weather, Importance for Living Things. So when a user uses screen readers, the screen reader will announce what type of heading it is and will allow them with a keyboard functionality, with keyboard shortcuts, to navigate the content and go exactly where they need to go, or to understand how the content is organized. On the right hand side, this content, it actually doesn't have any structure at all. Even though it has the same size and the bold font that makes it look like a title, visually it might look like a title, but in the code, the tags of the document and the structure of the document doesn't have any information that would allow a screen reader to navigate the content efficiently. So even though they look the same, you'll see here where it says normal, that it is all normal text. So there's no structure at all in this document, even though it might look like it's organized. So one other fantastic tool that Word has, when you use headings and when you use styles, it will create a navigation pane. This icon on the left-hand side, if I click on it, it shows me a navigation pane based on my headings. And it allows me to jump from one part to the other. And another important thing is that it allows us to collapse. So let's say you really want to see only heading twos, right? So here we have stages of the water cycle, why the water cycle matters, but then you can expand and see what's inside, and the same for heading three. So very easy to navigate the content. This is useful for every person that is reading a document or navigating a document. And it also allows you to link to a specific part in your document. One other thing is in the content itself, on the page itself, you can also collapse content, which allows the user to focus on a specific part of the content. So headings and styles, they give your document structure, they allow for navigation, but one other thing is that it also helps with consistency. Let's say that I actually don't like this color or I don't like this font, I want to change it. I can select I'm going to select my heading 2, right? This is one way of doing it. Actually, I want to make it bold as well. So I made stages of the water cycle, this heading 2 bold, but I actually want to make all my heading 2s bold. So I click here, I go on the arrow, and then I say update to match selection. And then both my heading 2 are now bold. So when we apply headings, we ensure consistency, predictability, and we allow users to navigate the content. And this is not only useful in Word documents. If we go, for example, to a page like Wikipedia that has content organized also in headings or very, very structured, I can click here, I go to water cycle, and I can see that water cycle is my heading 1, but I also have description as a heading 2, and then overall process, residence times, watering storage as heading 3. So they also this navigation pane also allows me to move from page to page, right? And to navigate the document easily. So websites use headings, Word documents use headings, Brightspace, when you're creating content in Brightspace, it allows you to use headings as well. And they're helpful for everyone, but essential for those who use assistive technology. Thank you for watching.